Hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel is the one and only Bridgeman and my mate, Fox. How we doing, gentlemen?
Evening, Ox. Evening, Bridge. How we doing?
Can I say a big good evening to you two guys on the panel here? Huge good evening to the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
How are you, Bridge?
I'm absolutely brilliant, pal. Thanks very much. Very good. Yourself, all right?
Yeah. I'm all right, mate. What about your good self, Fox?
Aye, fine.
Everything all right? You sure?
Aye, well, after the Windows update carry on I had today, aye, I'm all right now.
All right, okay. Did you lose anything?
No, never lost anything.
Well done, mate. I'm proud of you.
Apart from the heat. He was losing the heat.
He's a man with very little patience, Bridge, isn't he?
Very, very much so.
Oh, no wonder. Nearly 2 hours for an update. And then it stopped at 80% and then I had to do it all again, you know.
Oh,
is that not because you've got inferior equipment?
How dare you? How dare you?
A bad workman always blames his tools, Bridge.
Absolutely, pal. Absolutely.
Is your equipment all right, Fox?
My equipment's fine.
Still in perfect working order?
Well, it has been for a wee while, yes.
That's good to know, Bridge, isn't it?
What a shocker he is, I'll tell you, what a shocker.
Anyway,
shooting he wants.
What's that, mate?
He wants shooting, I'll tell you.
If people only knew what he was really like, Bridge.
Well, I think the mere fact they get pumped at the what do you call it, the bowls, and he was a captain. Bad news.
Non-playing captain.
Non-playing captain.
That was his title. Was that what your title was, Fox?
No, entertainment officer. It was.
I heard you bought a few pint gins. That's the story that's been fed back to me.
Well, they weren't for myself. Wow,
who were they for?
A young lady and a young guy. I didn't mind the lady right enough, but the young guy drinking pink gins kind of put me off a bit, you know.
Well, you know, see, that's that. Everyone and anyone, Fox.
I know it's stereotype because somebody drinks a drink in it. Terrible of me.
That's a shocker, yeah.
Stuck in my old ways.
Aye, well, don't talk me the balls. I backed us heavily to get out the group stages. I've had to pile up all my bets.
Well, we went out in the group stages. Were you worried about it?
I backed us to get out the group stages.
Oh, well, more fool you.
You know, the information I was given, Bridgeman, is that they were after booze, they were in training, they were all in their game.
Here, I've got a strange call coming in. I'm going to take this.
I'll be the guy that drinks a pink gin.
There we go. We've got a caller there.
Hello.
Evening, caller. How we doing?
I'm not bad. How are you guys?
All right, mate. What's your name?
It's Neil.
Neil, how we doing?
It's just a quick question.
Yes,
Does anybody know that stays in Scotland knows a guy called Craig Houston?
No.
Aye, no. He's going about filming kids on that YouTube.
No, don't know him, mate.
I think we'll just leave it there. Shame that. Anyway, carry on.
Right. What was I, mate, before we were interrupted? So we start to build up towards Saturday's game, Bridgeman, and what I'm going to do, and I'm going to ask you to, and we'll maybe look through the squad, particularly the new players that have come in, and give your thoughts so far on the new players. Is that all right for you two, or is that too difficult?
Bit difficult, but we'll try our best.
Right, but Richard, you drinking tea?
No, I'm not drinking. I'm laughing at him.
Right. I've got a wee who am I for you two. Are you ready?
We'll try our best, yeah.
Right, okay. I'm trying to get the lobby open so I can. Who am I, Bridge? I played 303 games for Rangers.
Oh, come on. I think you'll need more than that. 303 games. Come on.
Right. Okay.
Ronnie McKinnon.
I scored 112 goals.
Wow.
Oh.
Right enough.
George McLean.
I was sent off once in my Rangers career against, to coin a phrase, the puddle drinkers.
Alec McDonald.
Sent off once, Alec.
Mark Haley.
303 games. What period are we going about? 60s, 70s, 80s?
Wait a minute. Just a bit of patience. I played under 3 Rangers managers.
Still reckon it's Mark Haley.
Would I say that was?
I know.
I made my debut as a 17-year-old.
Oh.
17. Jeez, we were just talking about the young guys playing for us another night there too.
Berlin.
Well done, Fox.
Well
Derek
done, Foxy
Parlin.
boy. Well done. Well done.
Well done, Fox.
So did I get a Brucey bonus for that?
No.
We'll get you a bottle of pink gin.
Thank you very much. I'll accept that.
Don't do that, Fox. Yeah.
Listen, mate, the only thing he refuses is blows.
Yeah. That's shocking, isn't it?
All right, well done, Fox. I'm pretty proud of you, mate.
Yes, well done indeed, Foxy boy.
Good record. 17-year-old and scored in the semi-final of a European trophy as an 18-year-old, Fox.
Was that the game Sandy Jardine also scored?
That's correct, mate.
There we go. No,
Do
they
you know
all
an interesting stat when you start looking at this? I know it's not going to be. It's just an interesting stat. The last game that he was an unused substitute was the Cup Winners' Cup final, and he played for us for 8 years after that. There you go.
Well, the Cup Winners' Cup team.
Aye, he was an unused substitute.
Aye, well.
Right,
I mean, that was the last time that team ever played together, wasn't it?
But he was never an unused substitute in the rest of his Rangers career after that.
All right.
You know. His most successful goal scoring year was 72-73 with 27 goals, 19 in the league. He was also pretty prolific in the league, 17 goals in 30 appearances in 1975. And I remember him scoring 5 goals against Dunfermline, one of my early away games. As a kid, I thought everybody scored 5 goals.
Particularly against Dunfermline.
Aye. But there you go. Aye, good player. I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple of weeks ago, Fox, when you stood me up.
Oh, well, that'd have been a pleasure for you, meeting a man of that character.
Aye, really. Smashing bloke, stood and chatted away. Really down to earth. He had his son with him. We stood, had a drink, had a chat. Yeah, I suppose he's heard it all before. You know. But he was asking for these both.
Apparently he still looks just as exactly the same as he did before.
Pretty much the same. A wee bit of grey at the side of the hair, but apart from that, mate, he's aged very, very well. In fact, he's aged similar to your good self.
I've no grey hair. I may not have any hair, but I've no grey hair. I missed that bit out. I just went straight for hair to no hair.
That must be a magic mirror you've got, by the way. So, aye, Derek Parlin. Good record. Waits a long time, good career. I mean, didn't quite maybe hit the heights that people would have thought he'd have hit, Fox, eh?
Aye, he was a good goal scorer. Strong on the ball. Good at finishing. And he left us and went to, was it Leeds he went to?
Leeds, aye.
Aye.
He was my young brother's favourite player.
Born
Right.
as the king of Ibrox Park.
That's correct, mate. He was in, obviously, great start for his family. Both him and his dad scored against Celtic. Don't know if that.
Didn't know that.
His dad, I think, Jimmy Parlin. Yeah. Let me see. Let me just get that.
Can you argue me if you've got the facts?
Aye. I might be right when I say that. I'm saying that for my area. I'm just going to check it out. Jimmy Parlin. Jimmy Parlin. He was also signed for Queen's Park. Played 10 games for us. Between 43 and 48. And his first goal was against Celtic in 1946, his father. So there you go.
No, didn't know that at all.
That's pretty cool stats, isn't it? That's brilliant. Well done, Oxford. Nice, good stats.
Did you know that his father played for his Fox?
I did not, pal.
No, I did not either. No.
What do you usually actually know about Rangers?
Very little, actually, by the
Very
sound
little.
of it. Very little.
All right,
I can't tell you what I had for my dinner yesterday, and you're asking me questions for 50 years ago.
I need to tell you this one, Bridge. The other day, he says to me, I'm having steak for my tea. I said, "How good on you, Fox?" He said, "But I might not be." I said, "Why?" He says, "I don't know if I took it to defrost." I says, "Well, you either did or you didn't." He said, "I can't remember." And it turns out he did. And he had steak for his tea, didn't you, Fox?
I did indeed.
Well done,
Right,
pal. Was it good? Was it good, Fox?
Oh, lovely, jubbly, mate.
Brilliant. Well done, bud. Well done.
4
Good job,
minutes.
Fox.
4 minutes each side. A bit of salad, some chips. What else can you have with steak?
Well,
Did you have to go to the
onion
shops for
rings,
the
onion
chips?
rings.
Yeah.
No, I peeled my own
You
totties
made your own
and fried
chips. You
them.
made your
Oh,
own
of course.
chips. Huh?
Oh,
Well
I had
done,
tap hand at the chips, mate. Tap
Beef
hand at
dripping.
that.
You're a beef dripping man, Fox?
No, not at all.
No?
No.
And there we go. Right, so people want to join us, talk about anything Rangers related. What's the number, Fox?
0141 356 1972.
Where else can they join us, Bridge?
They can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. And if they haven't been in before, Old School Blue will speak nicely to them and bring them in and look after them. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Right, so we'll start looking at the squad. Obviously, the goalkeeping situation still changed. And we brought in some defenders. And we'll start with the boy, I'm going to call him George Edmondson. I know that's not his Rangers radio name that Starpals gave him, but your thoughts and your opinion of him, Foxy boy?
I was quite impressed in the few times that he started. I think he's strong in the air, covers the ground well. Looks a good prospect, Ox. I think he'll force his way into the team during the season. I mean, I actually do like him. I think he poses he has a lot of potential. Looks a strong-willed young boy, a bit like Katic as well, wanting to make their name in the game. I think he'll do well with us.
Mm-hmm. So, hit or miss for you?
Well, so far, a hit.
Right, okay, that's fair. We're centre-half expert, Mr. Bridge.
Yeah, there's very little you can say negative about the guy. He's came onto the park and he's done well when he's came on. He's only started one game, I think, and he did very well. There's nothing negative at all about him. He's going to be a smashing player. He looks quite fast over the ground. I think he's only, if you could call it a weakness, and that's only me saying this now. I don't know if it is a weakness, but his only weakness could be he isn't tall enough to get to the high balls. Other than that, he's never really missed too many balls. He's done very well. But when you're going to play against some of the big 6'6" that are running about the SPFL and who, you have to watch what you're doing. So, but he's managed what he's done up to now, and I think he's looking good. And he's a hit for me.
I agree, mate.
By the way, it was on the news tonight.
He's
STV.
He's 6'3", Bridge.
I didn't think it was 6'3". I do apologise. So I thought it was
6'3",
Helen that was 6'3", 6'4".
Oh, he's 6'5", I think.
Is he? Well done then. I didn't realise he was as tall as that, 6'3".
6'3". I just checked it. Yeah, we've not seen that much young Fox, but I've got to say, the times I've seen him, I've been impressed with him, and I think his distribution of the ball when we have seen him has been excellent.
He done some terrific cross-field passes in the couple of games that he's played in. He looks capable of finding a man for distance. So all we can do is wait and see how he progresses. He's obviously back in the pecking order behind Goldson and Cartage at the moment, but I think he'll break into the first team this season and hold down a spot, probably at the expense of Goldson.
He's still only 22, you know. He's no... I mean, he's got a lot of time ahead of him, you know. And I just think he's... But as I said, there was a wee news
just 22, Bridge. Just 22.
I think he's just 22, yeah.
11 days ago, mate.
Yeah. So if you think about it, he was on the STV News Tonight. In STV, where I thought they were taking that story about him trying to fight to get a place, and I think they were spinning it as a negative for Rangers because this guy's not in the game. I really do think that. But forgive me, it's my suspicious mind. I just can't stand the telling people.
You know what's up with you? You're caught in a trap.
I'm very much so.
You can't walk out.
That's correct. Suspicious minds.
My mate's wife used to sing, "You're caught in a bag, you can't get out." I used to drive crazy.
Why did she sing that, Fox? Did you ever get
no idea. I've no idea. Just
right,
she always sang.
Is that what made you laugh there when we said that, was it?
Aye.
Anyway, so we move on to another centre-half that was signed in. I know we've not seen much of him, so we're talking about what we've seen so far. So Philip Hylander came in, joined us for the Serie A, played a couple of games, particularly through it. Fife, I've seen him. We've not seen that much of him, but what's your initial thoughts, Bridge?
Well, similar to Edmondson, we spoke about a minute ago. I think he's going to be a really good player for us. The problem, I was going to say, it's not a problem at all. It's really good for us. We've got two centre halves that are playing really, really well at the moment for us. They're not doing very many things wrong, and Helander and Edmondson are going to really struggle or fight like hell to get into the team. And the only way they're going to get it, if they continue, Goldson and Katic continue playing as well as they are, it's going to be a really tough time for they two. So I don't know whether they're going to have they need the patience of a saint to continue playing for the Rangers.
I don't think Goldson, I know he made a mistake, and anybody can make a mistake in the game of football, but I didn't think Goldson played well in the last match.
No, I'm not saying that they're playing brilliantly. I just mean that the way they're playing at the moment, I think they're kind of inseparable. Mm-hmm. If you know what I mean, they play well together, Katic and Goldson, and sometimes one makes a mistake, sometimes another, and I think that the fans can accept that. But I think a lot of the fans want to see Edmondson play because they like the speed of him and it is well built and so on and so forth. Personally speaking, I think I'd like to see Helander play simply because of the left, not simply, but primarily because he's left-footed. And I've taken it for granted he's a really good player. He wouldn't be playing in the Italian league for nothing, you know. Mm-hmm. And he's an international.
So how are you rating Hylander? Even though we've no saw it, is it hit, miss, or is the jury still out for you?
For me, hit.
Mm-hmm. Hit, all right, okay, initial hit. What would be your good self, Fox?
I've not seen enough of him, quite honestly. He wasn't up to speed when the games that he did play. Juries are still out for me on Hylander. I think he'd need to be really something exceptional to shove young Katic out. And I don't think the Rangers support would be too happy if Katic went out the side. Although in saying that, I do think he'll start on Saturday against Livingston. I think Hylander will claim one of these spots to see how he gets on.
That took me back there. That was like Beltrami talking to Bridges' relatives. The jury's still out.
The jury's still out, yeah. There used to be a programme called The Verdict Is Yours, a radio programme it was on. When I was a wee kid, and I tell you,
that's just a memory for you. You
no,
were never
no,
out the court.
But no, I'm just saying that the verdict is yours, and in our house, I think I was found guilty every time. Oh dear!
This coloured bag you put in the lobby. Haaland had it left back with Katic and Edmondson. What do you think? Or would it be would you have to play it as a 3 centre then with Katic on the left of the defence?
I would say so. See the way that he's lining up now, Steven Gerrard. I mean, Tav's more or less playing like a wing back, and so is Barisic. So why not go the whole hog and go 3 at the back? And try 2 up front for a wee change.
So we've got one of the jury's out, and one ahead. That's I'm in the Fox camp. Sorry, Bridge, with this one.
Can I come back on that one there when you're talking? Look, in the back of my mind all the time is I want a really good central defensive system, whatever we're going to use, and primarily I want somebody to be on the left side to balance it up, and I want to play at Ibrox. I want to play 3-5-2. That's what I want to play. So 3 at the back would do me fine, but you need to give the guy game time. You need to adopt it. I don't know if you've got time this season to adopt anything, but if the manager tries them, you get to a point where you're playing centre halves and you think, just look now, are they ever going to knock these two guys off their positions, the perch that they've got as the centre half pairing? Somebody's going to have to fall off his perches, and I'll tell you what, I think Helander will be the man, and we might eventually go a 3-5-2 at Ibrox. It might. I'm not saying it will happen. I'd love it to happen. Love it.
All right. So people get thoughts on that. Where can they join us, folks?
Join us at rangersradio.online on Skype or by telephone in 0141 356 1972.
All right. Okay. Aye, fair enough. I mean, we're being honest. We're just giving our assessments, and we'll get a bit of differ in the panel there. So we move on to the midfielders. I'll come to you, Fox. We've talked about him quite a lot. Joe Aribo.
Hit. Don't need to say more than that.
What you like?
Definite hit. Nice to see that he scored last night in his international debut as well. Seen loads of nice tweets about him. So that was a good start for his international career. So he's done so well at Ibrox. Had a poor game against Celtic, same as quite a lot of the players. But we'll allow him that one bad game. He was played out of position for me.
All right, but you've enjoyed him since day one, eh?
I have indeed. I think he's a talent on the ball. Works hard, works box to box, gets back in defence, and he can also join in the attack as he's shown by scoring. I think he scored 3 goals all in, hasn't he?
He scored 3, yep. He scored 3 goals.
Which no bad after 8 games and it's more than that. 8 games in Europe, wasn't it? 8 games in Europe.
Think about it, but
13 games in total.
Yeah. Think about it. You know, not that long ago he was playing in the champion. No, even the championship. It was League 2, was it? League 1?
League 1
in England. Yeah. So he's been playing there, and all of a sudden he's been transported within 6 months or so. He's been transported into playing European football with Rangers, playing in an Old Firm derby. Admittedly, it wasn't his best game, but nevertheless, he's played in it. He got a cap for his country and scored for his country and just had a smashing header. Just the goalkeeper with a wonderful save. I think the boy is electric. And that manager of theirs that was shouting and bawling about, why are you going to Rangers? You know, if their press are in any way impartial at all about the boy, that boy is going to be paraded without, I would say, within a year or two. You're going to get mega millions for him. Mega millions. He's absolutely fantastic. I love him a bits.
You can't blame Lee Bowyer for being bailing that he lost him at such a small fee. He's seen the potential in the boy, and it's been a good stroke of luck and a good bit of work with backroom staff to get him here, you know.
I've got no problems with him being upset at losing a player. Most managers would be. But the way he said about why are you going to Rangers? Nothing will happen to you for Rangers. All I'm saying is, think about it. A couple of months ago, he was playing. Okay, they got promoted, but he was playing for a sort of League One team, pushing to get into the Championship. And he's playing for the Rangers. He's playing marvellous football. We're top of the league stuff, and we're playing in Europe, the Europa League. He would never got that where he was. Never.
No. He's a hit for me. I think there's talent there. There's some good skills. I think he puts a reasonable shift in. Of course, there's things he can improve. He's only young, and his game awareness maybe have to improve. I don't think they helped him in that last game where we tried to play him, Fox. But I think Joe Aribo will go on and be a good season. Now, whether he'll be here next year remains to be seen, because you just don't know with the English clubs and the funny money. But it is funny money. The job of the scouting department is to get us another Joe Aribo before he gets out the door, Fox.
Hopefully we can find another peach like him. I hope he stays here for the length of his contract and then goes,
I'm just being realistic that obviously people maybe sometimes go, if he's a London lad, and I know he's playing in Nigeria, but if he's a London lad, sometimes that's a draw.
Absolutely, yeah. I hope he gets. I hope he continues to play for his country and obviously blossom there and play for us and do the same. And you might be right what you said there, Ox. Come the end of the season, the pressure might be on.
You never know. You never know. I hope not. I'm in the Fox camp, but I'm being realistic. All right, so it's a hit for the 3, is it?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So I got Gordon Jury on. We could have called this Jukebox Jury, couldn't we?
Jukebox Jury.
That'll miss. Well, the next new signing was later in the door, and I don't even know if the jury's out or we've not even had the case yet because we haven't seen a lot of this guy, Andy King, Fox.
No, we haven't seen enough of him to have a judgment on him. Good Premier League experience. I think he went in loan to Derby County last year at some time. But we're still to see what he can do in the Rangers strip. Another one who I think might possibly get a run out on Saturday.
All right, okay. Yeah, Bridgman.
Yeah, I think you could call him a squad filler. I don't see him being a massive hit, and he'd have to go some to get a first team call every week in our team. The way things are, particularly in the midfield, it's really difficult, very hard to get in. And once he gets in and shows what he can do, but it'll take a wee while. I don't see him being anywhere near ready to play week on week for our team. However, as Foxy said, Premier League player, welcome to Ibrox is all I can say. So let's see what you can do for us. I welcome anybody with skills and experience. Welcome them.
I once again agree with the lads. No saw enough of him. I don't even say the jury's out because we've just not seen enough of him. But we'll see where the signing takes us. We move on to Greg Stewart, who we brought in for Kilmarnock on a free. Kilmarnock? Aberdeen, was it? Ooh, I can't remember where he finished up last season. Aberdeen, he finished up at minute. And we brought him on a free for Birmingham because he was at loan in the two teams. Yeah.
Greg Stewart. Yeah, Greg Stewart.
Greg Stewart. There's been a couple of glimpses for Greg, but so far, I'll be honest with you, it's a miss for me because I thought there's been games where I thought he maybe been on the bench to be brought on to give something just that different, and he's not made the bench. So, unfortunately, a miss for me, Fox.
It's hard to disagree with you in what we've seen, but I had high hopes for Greg Stewart. I thought he would have been a good sub for the bench, coming on late in games. He offers a wee bit different. But so far, his Rangers career has not took off, so it's a jury's out moment for me.
I would agree with Foxy there. I think we've seen him a couple of times, and I think he's scored for us as well. So, has he scored yet? I think he scored one. Did he score? Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter if he scored or not. I can't remember now.
He's had one assist, I think. But
okay, been involved in. So I've seen him. I watched him, and we've been very happy. The boys at the Courtland, when we were watching him and he was playing for us, No problem, no great problem at all. We know, every one of us know, he's never going to be able to do that massive step up that's going to be required come along the line. But he'll be there as a filler, and I think that's all it will be. You need people in the background that's going to be able to help and do. He'll get his chance to come on, and if he can shine, he can shine. But he'll not shine forever. It's going to be just for a couple of games, and he's off again, you know. That's the way I see it anyway.
I wonder if, you know, and I don't disagree with JFK when he's saying it, I just think it's difficult to get a third choice player in who's at a reasonable standard, who's willing to be the third choice striker. But because of the way we play, we only play with one, so you might be thinking you're never going to get a game. And that doesn't appeal to everybody, Fox. But does the manager think he's got covered with Greg Stewart there?
I think that's in his plans, that he could use him as an emergency front man. But as you say, with the two strikers we've got, it's going to be a long time in waiting to take a permanent space up in that team, mate. As I say, he looked decent when he was at Kilmarnock. Was it Kilmarnock he was at?
Yeah, he was indeed.
Aye, he looked decent there and scored a great goal against us. I think it was at Ibrox.
It was indeed.
I think the backroom squad team again have looked and said that he offers something different. How he fits into the plans going forward, I'm not really sure.
Can't disagree with you there, pal. Seriously, can't disagree with you.
All right, okay, fair enough. Struggle to argue with Mr. App Fox, you know, but we wish him all the best, you know. And Greg Stewart. So then we move on to the forwards. We've not seen enough of Brandon Barker.
He's the same as King, isn't he? He's just the same as King now. In fact, one of them's injured, you know.
Brandon Barker is.
Is it Barker? Yeah. Just no chance.
He caught my eye when he was on loan at Hibs, mate. I thought he was very direct with the ball, pacey. Set up a good few goals for Hibs. But he's been at Man City, I think, for about 4 or 5 years, and I don't think he's actually found a home yet. So he's only 22, so there's time on his side. So we'll wait and see what he can produce.
Well, I think the boy's a flying machine, Barker. I like yourself. I've only ever seen him when he was playing with Hibs. But my goodness gracious, he had a lot of pace, had a cracking game against us. I think, did he score against us or set one up or something? No, I think he was a smashing game against us, and I was impressed with him, particularly speed and held the ball well. So if he can provide that to Rangers when he gets his chance, all I can say is I'll be happy with that. I'm very happy.
All right, then move on to Jordan Jones. Here's a mixed bag. Fox?
Pleasantly surprised at the start that he had for Rangers. Seemed to be growing into the position. Knew he's injured with that crazy tackle that he had in the Old Firm game. Stepping back now because your man Kent's arrived. So I don't see Jordan Jones getting many games with Ryan Kent being there, mate.
And we bought somebody who can play a couple of positions for his Bridge, I suppose, outside left and outside right. But it looks as if his preferred positions, the left cutting in on his right foot and getting shots away. But he did a great game away in Denmark, and I don't think he started the next game. And you can see his frustrations, and obviously he was frustrated not to get a game in the Old Firm game.
Yeah, there's absolutely no doubt he's got quality, and he's a really good player, smashing player, and I'm delighted he's at Ibrox. I think the tackle he had at Ibrox was just crazy. But people do that. That's the kind of tackles you get in an Old Firm game, and you're a wee bit late, and it brings a bit of excitement to the crowd. And for some reason or other, he's apologised to the guy, which made even more headlines. But not because, Jordan Jones is a gentleman. He actually phoned the guy up or whatever and apologised to him. No, it was negative. It was for that horrendous tackle. You know, shocking to do that. It's never an horrendous tackle. It's an Old Firm game. You get terrible tackles in an Old Firm game. You got them going with it. Go on with your life. Sorry,
should never apologise, Bridge.
Absolutely. Not an old firm game. No for it.
Not in a month
Never, ever. No for me, anyway. Would you do that, Oxford?
No, never
apologise, I mean.
What did I tell you a while ago? You never apologised, didn't you?
Nah, never.
You're in a lot of trouble.
I tell you what, it cost me a fortune to go around about trying to apologise to other people. I'm sorry, I better say no more. Say no more. Don't want to talk about it anymore.
It would cost you a fortune, aye. No. You make a decision. You've got to live or die, but it was a bit rash, and he got his red card, and obviously got himself hurt, Fox. So he's learned a lesson. The game was done. It was a solid thing to do.
Manager slated him after it for the crazy tackle as well. No.
I wonder if the manager. Do you think the manager asked him to apologise?
Don't know, mate. I don't know. That's maybe. Well, maybe he's just a decent fella, but he's apologised, and it was just silly. I mean, I'm not interested in one of their players, but I'm just saying it was just rash.
Yeah.
Silly, and then obviously he's got injured, and then he would have been banned anyway. So he's got himself out the team when everybody was wanting him in it.
I think the tackle between Ryan Jack and the Bolly, whatever his name was, I think that was a tougher tackle for two players to go into than the Jordan Jones one. And you're right, Jordan Jones injured himself. That guy got up. Within seconds, he was back up and running. So what can you say, you know? Get in there, Rangers, come on.
Just quickly then, the hit or miss for you, Bridgeman.
Well, hit for me. I like him. I like the boy.
A hit for me for his cross for Alfredo,
yes,
European tie with a lot of money to his, and also his performance against Midtjylland away, I thought was excellent, Fox.
Aye, a hit for me.
Mm-hmm. All right, talking about hit, how about hitting the phone lines and giving us a call on?
0141 356 1972.
Where else could they join us, Fox?
On Skype at rangersradio.online.
We've got all sorts of listeners on here, all sorts of listeners. We get them in all over the world. And we've got Padge listening. I think it might be a Turkish gay bar. And Mrs. Padge is on her third day of pint gins, because they only sell pint gin.
Got yourself, Padge.
You know, so hope you have a good night, Padge, and I hope Mrs. Padge is an even better one. Oh, talking about gin drinkers.
Oh dear.
I've been joined by one.
Oh no. It's no travel, is it?
That's my old mate, Travel Rock. How we doing, Travel?
Hi, Travel.
I'm fine, but never touched gin in my life. I'm a rum man. The old sailors, we like a rum. No gin. Gin's for women.
That was rum you said there, didn't it? Aye.
Oh,
darker, clear, mate. Any preference?
I'm no fussy. I love either of them.
All right, okay. All right, how are you, my old mate?
I'm not bad,
aye. Obviously, no. I've seen you before the game. You were looking well.
Aye.
And I never seen you after the game, and obviously we've had a time to reflect. Still been a reasonable start to the season, mate.
Aye. I think it's you never want to lose a game against them, but of the game over the Thursday and the Sunday, I was the one game I would have taken to have a negative result would have been the Sunday, because that's one that we can recover from, and I think we were all disappointed with the performance, but whereas the performance we got on the Thursday night was the one that it mattered to us more, because it gets us in amongst the in amongst Europe again, gets us more money in the coffers, and ultimately it's maybe paved the way for a quicker recovery, because I think that Thursday night result probably helped to put Brian Kent in the team, and he might just be the difference to the next time we go and play the Rotters. He could be the difference to go and be the match winner. So as I say, I would take the Thursday night result over the Sunday, thinking a wee bit longer term on it. I hate losing at them.
Of course, mate.
I hate going down the way we went down, but
we never turned up, mate.
We didn't, no. And that's, you know what, again, If there's a game to lose, it's the first one, because you've got it's good time to recover and reflect on what went wrong, and hopefully our manager, who appears to have learnt well and is continuing to learn, but he hopefully he can take some lessons for what happened there, and we go out and hopefully make reparations on it for the rest of the season. Very much, I'm in the same camp as you boys there. There would be no apology for me for the tackle on him. I thought he made a melee anyway. Don't get me wrong. I think it's fair enough. The referee was left with a decision to make. I can understand Jordan Jones' frustration. I don't think the boy should ever have been out the team after the high was probably on after the Thursday night. I'm pretty sure he was annoyed that he wasn't picked. He's probably annoyed that they haven't been brought on when we were getting beat. And it was a very frustrating day all around. So he's lost the heat a wee bit. But certainly I wouldn't be apologising. I would have been, the only message I'd have been saying to him is, I wish I'd done it harder. And the next time I'll get you better. That for me should be the attitude when we're playing that lot, because we need to hate them as much as they hate us for us to be successful against them in the future.
I think, if I'm being honest, but he's never shown the games we've seen him. I mean, he couldn't tackle a fish supper.
No, he's not that type of player.
You know. But he'll learn from it, and imagine if that game had been nothing each, he gets sent off, and then they did go up the park and score, and that's what you've got to have a bit of game intelligence, mate.
I don't know that I think it's just the circumstances.
And the game was done, mate, and now he's injured, and now if he hadn't been injured, he'd be suspended and got himself out the squad, mate.
And by the way, that's him out the team, and the reality is that Ryan Kent's going to be picked before him, and if they're tussling over that position, Ryan Kent's going to be picked before him every game, and even more so now. He's just put himself out the picture there.
It's a hard lesson to learn, mate.
Am I right?
I think in total it's going to be about 2 or 3 months in total. With the ban he gets, with the red card.
The ban will start on Saturday, Bridge.
Aye. But he's not in the European
squad.
No,
I think if he's injured, it doesn't count if you're injured, pal.
It does.
Okay, that's fine.
Your managers used to kid John with that and say, look, Bridge, you're still suspended. They just didn't want to pick you.
Oh, I know, pal. It must have been that then.
Didn't want to hurt your feelings.
He's saying trouble.
Am I right in saying he's not in the European squad?
I don't think he was put in a Jordan Jones because obviously he was injured, mate, yeah.
I know. So he's hurt me. All he's done is hurt himself. One thing I'll say, the manager, he never had a great track record for sending off some big games, did he? So
he lasted, 50 seconds, one game against Everton.
Aye. So they don't get sent off against
some tackle as well. Some tackle.
But was that travel?
I don't know. I'm sure he gets sent off in a game against Man United as well. So,
the manager will understand that people do things in the heat of the battle for us, but
I know.
It was just the time of the game,
Aye. Just a typical forwards tackle, I think. I don't think it was really that cynical. I think he just mistimed it. He had no reason to apologise.
No. Personally speaking, I think he meant it. I honestly do. I think he meant it. The guy was niggling him, and he caught him just a couple of minutes before it. And I think he went in there and they whack him, and he actually did it wrongly. He caught him all right to a certain extent, but he hurt himself more than he hurt him. So.
You're a grass.
Oh, I know. It's just the way I see it, and that's the way I saw it.
It wasn't me, Your Honour. It was the big boys.
Exactly. No, I'm not that type of person. I'm one of these guys that would, when they're lying there, I would be quite happy to give them a wee bit of stick, when they're lying there.
Can I ask you? Do you think Walter or Graham Souness would have told me to go and apologise?
No.
Do you think Neil Lennon would get one of his players to come and apologise?
I couldn't care less about Neil.
No, I'm just saying. I think what I'm trying to get is that we need to. I think we just need to change our attitude a wee bit towards them. The supporters have got zero respect for them, so I want to see my players having the players on the park. I want to see them having zero
The
respect.
best thing to show disrespect for them is to put the ball in the back of the net, mate.
Of course it is. And I think that was probably a big part of the problem with that game, is that we went out there with too much respect for them.
Maybe. So we move on to Shea Ojo. So get your thoughts on Shea Ojo travel rug.
I think I'm confident about him. I think there's potential there with him, and I know sometimes you hear people criticising him, but he's played some decent. He scored a few goals. He scored more goals than I expected him to. I know he had he didn't have a good game against them when they came on, but I've seen enough of him to think that he could be. I think he's actually been more of a success than what Ryan Kent was at this stage in his Rangers career.
All right, okay, that's a bold statement. So he's a big hit for you, then, is he?
I'm willing to give him time, yeah.
All right,
very much so.
Bridgeman.
Sorry for Oxford, I missed that one. What did you say?
Davy Wilson, mate.
Davy Wilson. No, it wasn't that you were talking about. I know that.
Shea Ojo.
Shea Ojo. Well, I think Shea Ojo is a quality player. I don't think he's really 100 up to 100% in speed and awareness on the pitch, and that could be a multitude of things that do that. But he has got a beautiful touch, and he scores some lovely goals, and you can see him always want to try and eye up that swerve ball from a diagonal from the corner of the box. And he's made a couple of saves. Goalkeeper made a couple of saves, and he scored a few goals. He's been involved in a few assists with Morelos. So I'm very happy with him. I think there's more to come. I believe that sincerely. There's more to come from him. He is a real good quality player. Only young lad too. But yes, a big hit for me. Big hit.
All right, Fox.
I think he's blown hot and cold. He showed some nice skills at times, scored some really good goals, but tends to drift out of the game for big parts of it for me. I think he'll struggle to hold on to his place, myself personally.
All right, we've been joined by Gary from Hamilton. Evening, Gary. How we doing, mate?
Hi, guys. How you getting on?
All right, mate. How are you?
Hi, good. Glad you are all well. I was just listening tonight.
Well, me and Travel Rug are all right. The other two, if you want to hear about our ailments, mate, we need to put a special show on.
Gary, don't you listen to him. You get on me, pal.
I know, I was just listening, and he's also gone through the players. And he's go through the kind of boys that are out on loan as well.
I will mention some of them, but we're talking about Shea Ojo this now. What's your thoughts on him, mate?
Probably this is the same. Just he is awfully hot and cold. I will be interested in this boy for is it Brandon Barker? If he gets that kind of chance on the right. I don't know. Is he in their left? I can't remember.
We saw him he played in the left, but whether he cut in, I can't remember from memory. And we never
He did cut in. We
never seen enough of East Fife to judge, you know.
Aye.
Interesting to see. Competition for places is a good thing, Gary. Eh?
It is, aye. But it's just who does go on the right. I mean, I think it's been made that we are missing Candace a bit. And
I don't see it, mate. If we'd have scraped a 1-0 win with that poor performance we had against them, we'd all been on here saying it's a perfect start to the season. One game doesn't mean you've made a mistake in the transfer window, you know.
No, obviously Candace is at the level he's at, but I mean, like, he was always that kind of, you knew he was a right-sided attacker, and I think we're missing, although we've got Ojo on that, I think it would be good to have somebody in there challenging, which I thought Hasty was going to do, obviously. But obviously he's away on loan.
Aye. Well, that was lovely what you've done there. You've took us into Jake Hasty, who was one of my new signings. Again, I don't think we've seen enough of him, Gary. Then travel. On you go.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
Oh, and you come travel then.
Aye, we've not seen enough of Jake Hasty, and I kind of like what they've done with him. They've brought him in, just gave him a couple of games, and then they've put him out on loan. So let him taste it for a wee bit, and then stick him out on loan, develop, and then hopefully we'll get to see more of him. He'll be a more rounded player. He's a bit more experienced. Hopefully next year, but I'm quite comfortable with the way with some of the players that we've got, and hopefully we're building them into being players that we're going to get a good few years out of them. Nobody flashing the pans like we've had in the past, like the Greg Wilds, Barry Mackay's and things like that. I'd like to see us develop a career for these boys, and then we get to enjoy them for 3, 4, 5 years, and then they punt them or whatever. So.
You still there, Gary?
Aye, still here, aye.
Give your thoughts on young Mr. Hasty.
When I see him against this playing for Motherwell and that, he's got power there, he's got pace and power. It was just the end product, which I hoped that obviously that we were going to develop on that side of things. I think even when I phoned in a couple of times before, I'd spoke about him, I was like, where is he? Why is he not part of the team? Because the interview that he got from Steven Gerrard was that he was part of the first team plans. You know what I mean? So I'm a bit sad that he's actually out on loan. I know it's probably best for him since the amount of people have got in, but it would have been good to have him in the squad pushing, if you know. Because I can't honestly say that I've not obviously seen him in any other games, but between him and Ojo, I mean, you'd think he would have a good shot at pushing Ojo at the shot. You know what I mean?
And the jury's still out for me big time. Obviously, he's not started that many games, but this is modern football where you move people out on loan to try and develop them. Fox in it.
Aye, I never understood the manager's thinking with Hasty. When he did so well for Motherwell, he played on the right-hand side, cutting in, strong shot with his left foot. And what he's done with the rest of the wingers is play them on the opposite foot and the opposite wing, isn't he? But he played him on the left-hand side, and it didn't have the same effect, I didn't think. But a year's loan will do him good. He's already got after a goal-scoring start down there, I think, isn't he? We're all of them, isn't he?
Indeed he has, pal, yep.
Let's see, hopefully the boy has a good season down there and comes back a better player again.
Yeah.
I would like to see him in a Rangers shirt for maybe a 4 or 5 game straight run, you know. I don't know if he's going to get that. I don't know if he's good enough to get that. But I'm quite happy the boy came to us. I thought he's a really good out in the right, coming in, as you were saying there, and having a good shot, smashing shots. So he was a good player for Motherwell, and I don't see why he couldn't be a good player for us. But he needs to be able to step right up very quickly, and that's the reason why he's out on loan, to get the experience, because we've got a lot of players that are in front of him at the moment, a lot of players.
I hopefully he'll come back bigger and better and be challenging for the first team, Gary.
Aye, that's it. I think if you look at all our boys that are out on loan, they are kind of basically a mirror image of the first team. Maybe no in quality yet, but I think if we just give them a bit of time, I mean, if you run through our midfield, you've probably got Arfield for Aribo, and then you've got Jack, possibly McCrory, Davis. You could probably see Docherty slip him in there. Kamara, maybe Rossiter if he gets a chance again. What I say is, I think we've got a young team out there that just needs to develop, and I think they've got enough talent there to either be in the first team or eventually make us some money on a sell-on.
Well said, young man, well said. Any comforts?
Do you know, ask me about Jake Hasty?
I decided not to.
Ah, you did. I've already said my part on him.
And you come with him. Is it a good thing, Fox, when you put somebody out on loan now? Is it tell you you're wanted or no wanted, or is that a mixture of the two?
I don't really know how the management team go about it. I would think if I was a player and joined a new club and the first thing they did was put me out on loan, I would have a wee bit of reservation whether I was really wanted or no. But seems to be a thing with Steven Gerrard. He's let a few of them go out on loan. Suppose it's to help their development, but we'll need to wait and see when he comes back whether he improves any and see if he can hack his way into the team, as they say.
Aye, here they are. So we'll see what happens with Jake Hasty. Can I go back to the boy Ojo? Where you travel just briefly?
I am listening.
Aye. I think the boy's got skill, he's got a bit of pace, and he has got a good shot. What's worried me is he has disappeared as soon as he's been tackled, mate. And that gives me concerns that he lacks just that bit of heart. You know, because obviously that's part of the winger's game. You get knocked down, you've got to get back up and be brave. Different kind of braveness. That braveness is keep taking the ball and try to take people on, you know.
So we'll use the Jake Hasty example that we were talking about there, and we'll put that on to Shea Ojo. Liverpool have sent him to us to develop him. So what you're finding is that maybe Liverpool are thinking, right, he needs to go and toughen himself up a bit. He needs to go and be able to become.
Do you think I've been harsh there? Do you think I've been fair?
No. I think you're being fair enough, but I think that when I'll get back to my comment earlier, I think he's had more effect on games than Ryan Kent had by this time in his Rangers career. I think it took Ryan Kent.
That's possible.
I wouldn't say that we were exactly thrilled with Ryan Kent in the first couple of months of his
3 months of the season last year.
His career, and he's kicked on, and that's where I think Shea Ojo has shown us that he can. He's the type of player that runs at them as well, and he's the type of player that isn't afraid to have a shot, which I think has been badly lacking on our team. So that's what I'm saying. The signs are promising, but he's still got some way to go before we can be super excited about him.
The boys showed glimpses, mate.
Think European football suits them better than our league football travel.
I did think. Oh, sorry, Fox. When you go travel before we go to a tune.
No. I can see where you're coming from there. It's maybe just not the same aggressive, and maybe he gets more space to operate. So maybe you're right there, Fox. Can maybe answer that question November, December. After we've had a few games. Do you know what I mean? We need to see a wee bit more of him. And how's he going to be on Saturday, for example, against Livingston? If he plays, how's he going to be? And then judge him against 4 or 5 days later against Feyenoord if he plays. I think it's worth to keep an eye on him. But I'm relatively excited about him because he scored a couple of peaches of goals, and he's got the confidence to try that. So that's what we want to see.
Anyway, lads, get yourselves in mute, and Fox is going to give us a tune. Well, thanks for that. Old school boy, I think, picked up on it. You all back, gentlemen?
Indeed.
Yep.
Well, pretty much, I think that's us touched on most of the new signings. Obviously, since the last game, we brought in Ryan Kent, Gary. Are you pleased with that?
Real pleased. I think just like a lot of you, though, I just wish on the Friday morning, we announced them on the Friday morning, because it would have just heaped a lot more pressure on them for the Sunday. I think we would have been flying. We qualifying and then getting him would have just been overload, I think. And I think we would have walked into that game. I think we would even set up a bit more attacking in the game as well. It's just a weird one. I just don't know why we waited for it. I don't know if it was a contract thing or whatever, but we qualified, so we had the money there to just go and get the business finished. I just can't understand that one, but I'm glad he's here. And just the last point to do would be Ojo there. Kent's interview, he was saying that back in the day they two used to play together, and he says that this is the day with a lot of damage. And so I'm hoping maybe with Kent coming in and Ojo on the right, the two of them will link up pretty well and they'll do the damage.
I hope so. But damage experts, Bridgeman.
Ryan Kent, well, we saw what the guy can do in sort of the last 6 months of the season there and past. And you think if we could have nurtured him and got a wee bit early, a bit quicker, so I would suggest it was the last couple of months of last year, and then the last part of the season, second half of the season, it was just dynamite for us. Just great stuff, great to watch. I'm sure everybody enjoyed watching him. And obviously, you get highs and lows, but in reality, it was a breath of fresh air. He's great skills, marvellous skills, and as young Gary said there, if indeed he's played with Ojo and got the rave reviews that he's got with the two of them playing together, then if they can turn that on at Ibrox, then there'll be a big success, big hit, the two of them together. I'm really looking forward to seeing Kent. I thought he was great, and let's hope it was worth the money. I hope he still got it. The only thing I thought about Kent not getting here quicker was that it was always going to be a last minute job. That's what Gerrard always said. It'll be at the very, very end of the signing on period, and there he was. So I'm really pleased for Gerrard and pleased for Rangers, and primarily for myself, to be honest. I think it's great signing. Really looking forward to him.
Trevor, when we went into that game, we've not had Kent, we've not had Helander, approximately 10.5 million in Scottish terms, reasonable money. Nearly two of them are even in the squad. No, Helander was on the bench, sorry. Nearly two of them are even on the park.
No, aye, fair enough. The Ryan Kent, I think, is. I'm hoping that's the final piece that the manager was looking for. I think we've all seen how the damage that Ryan Kent can do. It's exciting for us that we're getting him back. I think he's taken the club very well, and the club's taken very well to him, and the supporters have taken very well to Ryan Kent. He's a real favourite with the fans, and that's good, and it's gave us all a boost. And just as Gary had said earlier, there it's just unfortunate we just wasn't a couple of days earlier. But fair enough, you can't work out these things if you're not directly involved in it. But let's just be happy we've got it out of the line, and he's playing with us, and I think it's quite a big deal for the manager, because you can't say that he's not been supported by the board, and the supporters, by the way, because it's fair enough saying the board, supporters have all come out and we've all bought our season tickets, and we've come out and supported the club, and we've all went and bought our European tickets and everything. So, but I think
I don't want to go into it too deep, and we're still buying our pies and our cup of teas, which is the dearest in the country. But I don't want to go into that story, because what I would have bought, that's another story.
I've stopped the pies. No. But
bit late.
But I think it's fair enough that the manager gets that recognition as well, because last year was a complete bonus to get into the group stages. That was totally unexpected. This year, I wouldn't say I was banking on it, but I had a wee hope that we were going to get there. And despite us having a tougher draw this time, I think it's been a cracking achievement that we've managed to get
We
to
were
the
the
group stages
underdogs
again.
against that Legia Warsaw team, mate. We were the underdogs, huh?
You could probably say that we were underdogs against Maitland as well, but we went out and done a proper job on them. So fair play to the manager. He's been supported, but he's maybe now got to deliver a wee bit more as well, because we've managed to give him the tools that he's looking for. So now there is going to be a higher expectation, I think.
And rightly so, mate. When you start signing
Of course.
players for 7 million, 3.5 million, you came a long way for everybody seeing a free transfer. So I'll go in the panel.
No, but sorry, Ox, just before you go on, it's not only paying the money out for Kent and for the big centre, but we've managed to keep a hold of Alfie, and we've managed to keep a hold of James Tavernier. I know you've all got him
That'll please you.
the 10 million. Fox has probably got him in the 15 million £15 bracket, but I mean,
20
we've
now,
managed to
mate.
keep a hold of
20.
him. 20? Jeez, good on him.
I remember somebody when they gave you 20 quid for him.
I'm probably still in that bracket now. He's nearly Wallace, but anyway.
Yeah, you're right. He's nearly Wallace.
That's. I know. He's sorry saying that we never got any offers, but that's a wee bit of a statement that we've managed to keep a hold of them as well. So he's got the tools to go to work with. Now he just needs to start delivering. I think so.
All right, I'm going to get on the panel. I'm going to start with Gary. Just nice and easy, mate. With all the signings, who's your biggest hit, and what one do you think maybe shows the most potential? Gary.
Probably Aribo, probably.
All right, no bother, mate. Fox.
Aribo for me as well.
Travel.
Potential is Joe Aribo, but the biggest hit, and he feels like a new signing, is Big Katic.
Oh, he's been excellent this season, mate. Excellent. Bridgman.
I agree with the potential is massive for the boy Aribo, but I think it will, up to now we haven't got him. We've just bought him last week. I would have said Ryan Kent, but I can't disagree with the signing of Katic. Obviously, he's been a fantastic signing. That's if we're coming back that length of time. We've got some really good players in our squad, and yes, I do think Aribo for potential is there. It's going to be massive, absolutely massive. Are we counting loan signing as well? Yeah.
Well, we brought in Ojo.
Young Ojo. Yeah.
Well, we mentioned him, mate. We talked about him.
Yeah. No, I thought you were saying the most potential.
Aye.
I think Ojo's fantastic as well. I really do.
All right. Mine's is a wee bit left field. I wouldn't argue with any stuff said about Aribo, but I've just got a funny feeling about this boy Edmondson. There's a player in there, Travel.
Oh no, no doubt. I've been impressed with him every game I've seen him. He looks very composed on the ball. He looks pacey as well, and that's a great sign, I think. He looks as if he's got a presence. He looks hard, doesn't he? He looks a big unit.
Ox, can I come in on that one? Ox, can I?
Can I just? I'll come right back to you, Gary. We've been joined by a caller. How we doing, caller?
Yeah, g'day, Ox. Lady69.
How we doing, Lairdy? How's things, mate?
Excellent, mate. Going really well.
Yeah. Obviously, that's not a West of Scotland accent, mate. Where are you?
I've rung before, mate. I'm in Australia.
I know you have, mate. Just let everybody know where you are.
Yeah, I'm in South Australia, Adelaide, South Australia. I have so many problems with these passwords and getting in the lobby. I've been in there before, but then I've lost it. So I'll have to try and get back in there again somehow. But anyway.
All right. Contact Old School Boy if you see him sitting in the lobby. Try and mention him, and he'll sort you out, Lairdy. Yeah.
Brilliant. All right, I'll try that. Thanks, mate. Just a quick one, mate. I'm over here, like, we're always trying to think of ways of trying to financially help the club, only in a small way, obviously. But I'm just paranoid. I had my kids on here last night. We were looking through the Rangers shop, and it looks like there's some decent merchandise out there now. And I was trying to work out, are we out of that Ashley agreement now? If I buy online, am I?
If you go to the Gers store online,
yeah,
that's not connected direct to the club, but obviously there's a Sports Direct site that's selling some of the stuff, and obviously GD Sports, well, they're just a supplier, but the Gers store online, it's just between you and the club.
Oh, great.
Yeah. But we aren't completely out the Ashley deal, because there's still some complications going on as far as distribution's concerned. Yeah.
I knew we got obviously all that court stuff going on with him, but so through the online store there, most of my money's going to the club.
Yes.
Excellent.
That's the Gers store. Gers store.
Yeah, brilliant. Looks like some good gear. So I'm looking forward to it.
I don't know if you've noticed that. I don't know if you've seen it, Travel Rock, in your small medium top, that what they've done with the three tops, the new tops. Have you seen it? But they've stitched into the collars.
Aye, brilliant.
Yes, I have seen it. But
it was brilliant, wasn't it?
Lairdy, just, I know Ox just said that we mention it. Watch the sizes of the shirts, because I think they're built for the athlete.
Right.
They're no size for the Western Scotland gentlemen. Put it that way.
They're built for my size.
So what are you telling us? Are you an athlete or a Western Scotland gentleman?
I'm getting towards the athlete, but I'm still in the Western Scotland sizing. So
all right, mate. All right. So you're still that large medium.
Aye, but if I'm buying my home shirt, I probably need to get a double XL.
That's quite large, isn't it? That's quite large.
Put it this way, it's wider than it is longer.
All joking aside, Lairdy, that is, if you are buying, I would buy a size up for what you would normally buy.
One size up, right?
The only trouble when Travel gets his shorts with that tap, they go right down to his ankles.
That's terrible saying that about a boy, you.
Lairdy, how do you think the season's gone? Are you happy with what you've seen?
Yeah, look, really excited. I think the Europe qualification was huge for us, because I just see we're chipping away at that financial gap between that mob, and I reckon the dam wall, we're just chipping away at that, because there's no doubt the euphoria that's going to come with us starting to win things. Our club's going to explode, I think, at that time, and financially we're just heading back towards that even keel. So now I think it's all heading the right way. And I just heard you when I first come on there talking about Kent. I think the importance of Kent, I've tried to watch as many of the Europe games as I can this year. Some of these young lads we've got, although there's talent there, the one thing Kent's got is confidence. And we're yet to probably see that quite in some of these big games. Certainly the Old Firm game the other week, I reckon Aribo and Ojo looked a bit overawed, but hopefully with time that their skills will flourish a bit, as we've seen with Kent. Like, he's got the confidence to go past players now, and I think that's really important to us. And I reckon maybe him even coming in might instill a bit of confidence into those other lads and seeing him doing the work around them.
Yeah. Gary, you were wanting to come in here, and you come, mate.
It was just about Edmondson you were talking about, and it was he will be in the centre defence at some point. I just we'll just need to bide our time with him. But his backstory, like how he eventually obviously got his move to Rangers and that. I mean, the boy was practically on a scrap heap, and he ended up having to play a Browns game. One day, and there was a scout that picked him up, and obviously he done well last season, and he's produced it enough that we've went and got him. So he's had to. In one of his interviews that he was saying that he said that he had to dig in because he wanted his football career. So the good thing about having somebody like that, I think, is that he's here to play football. He's here to push himself. He's not here to sit back and take a wage packet. he's wanting to be a part of something big, and the more of them in the team, the better.
I've been impressed with the boy, but I'm not saying I've seen enough of him to make a full judgment, Gary. But just what I've seen so far, I've been impressed. But I'm a great believer, Laird, that you need to see somebody with about 12 games before you start making your mind up.
Mm-hmm. But even the friendlies he was playing in, he was like, it must have been quite overwhelming for him to come out to a place like Ibrox and that, and he took it in his stride. He didn't make any mistakes. So again, hopefully, like say these games against the lesser teams and that, he'll get a run out. I know probably Gerrard's got a wee bit of pressure having to play Hollander because of the price tag, but I don't think it should come in it. I think we should be able to rest the two defenders and play Edmondson and Hollander together in a kind of lesser game. Livingston, we should be able to at least give Golson a rest. I don't think it would be wrong us to swap out him just for that game. I think if we're ever going to have these boys coming through, then they should be able to handle a game at home against Livingston. If they can't, then they'll not be able to cut it. You know what I mean? I think if it was mere a game against maybe Aberdeen at the weekend or that, then you could probably guarantee that Golson would be like starting and that. But I think we should be able to put out Edmondson or Hollander to give them a kind of run out. Same way what you were saying earlier about King. Jack should be probably rested and give King his shot in that midfield to see if he's going to be able to create in for us.
Gary, there's no point in having a squad if you're not going to have the confidence of using them, mate.
Exactly. All right, definitely. Is that you, Trevor?
Laird, the end you come, mate. What's your thoughts on the squad?
Yeah, it looks like there's great pressure now, and look, I haven't seen Edmondson yet, but from all accounts, he sounds really promising. I'd like to think that at some point, I can't say I've ever had great confidence in Goldson, to be honest. I'm hoping this Hollander or Edmondson might. It's just that difficult component of trying to start getting them games in what for us is always huge games, aren't they? So, but we're not going to learn about them until we can get them in, try to get them in playing regular enough games. So certainly Kadic looks great. He's going well down there. So no, the squad's come together really well. It'd be great to see us get a nice early positive start in these early Europa games.
These are bonus games and great revenue for the club, eh?
Yeah, they are. No, great experience, great atmosphere. Sure, it must be incredible to be there. So, yeah, no, we'll be sitting home here watching the games. I'm looking forward. Just on a side there, I've got in a month's time, I've got a group of friends over here. We've hired out a hall now. Not all are Rangers supporters. A lot of these are just my friends who don't have any alignment to football at all. But it's maximum 150, and at the moment I've sent out 250 invites, and many of them are going to be in for a rude shock because there's probably 8 or 9 blue noses that would be playing Rangers or not, and these people will be wondering what the hell is going on around them. But
what's the date? What's the date of that, Wildy? What date?
2nd of November. I had to try and I don't even know whether Rangers have got a game that night. That's a Saturday night over here, so I'm not.
It's a Saturday, but I'll just check the fixtures for you, mate.
Yeah.
I think we've got a home game. Yeah, let me just.
My intention was to. There's a large screen.
We're home to St Johnstone, mate. It's a 3:00 kickoff.
3:00. So I think that's pretty late over here. That's probably 11 o'clock over here, somewhat. So, by then we'll be ticking over quite well, I would think. So, we've got intentions of playing every bit of. I've been googling up every bit of Rangers vision, McCoist, and some of the heyday games against the old firms. So that'll be good. Got a karaoke, so the Blue Sea of Ibrox will be getting a run. Be a good night.
Brilliant. We may have to make an appearance.
Aye.
Come on as my backup singer.
I'm into that.
All right, boys, I'll leave you to it.
Before you go there, I was on our ship and we docked in Henderson near Perth, and I managed to get off the ship because we were playing that semi-final against Dundee United. It was that Simonson game, and I managed to get off the ship and go into the Perth Rangers Supporters Club to see the game. What a great day it was. Unfortunately, because I was going on shift later that night, I couldn't have a bevy, but it was great. And the half time, the band coming in and giving us some party tunes. It was a brilliant day. And do you know what? See, for all the boys that's at the other side of the world, it's just like being in amongst your own, and it's a great night. And I would recommend that to anybody. If you're ever down there, go and find out and find your nearest Rangers Supporters Club, because it is just like being back home and amongst your own, and it's a great way of watching the football and getting a good.
Do you know the funny thing about that story, Laird? He was only on the Partick Govan ferry.
Well, you'll find it's amazing over here. I'm involved in the other form of football, Australian rules football over here, and
that's a bit namby-pamby, that stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a bit of soft underbellies
Why don't
running
you get
around.
a good contact sport going, pal?
Yeah, it's a bit full on. Internal injuries only, that sort of thing. But you'd be amazed. Like this night we'll hold over here. The atmosphere at games. There's nothing comes near the singing and atmosphere at games over there. And when people get into this environment where we're singing and carrying on, they all jump in and join in. So it'll be a huge atmosphere. So really looking forward to it. And now, look, I wish you well. I'm going to leave you, boys. It's great.
Don't be a stranger, Lairdy. Don't be a stranger, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, you do a super job. Really, love listening to you every morning. So, you do well.
Cheers,
well
mate.
done,
Thanks a
Lairdy.
lot, mate.
Well done.
Wish you well, boys. See ya.
Cheers.
Cheers, going.
That's another stop for you in the World Tour, Bridge.
Yep. By the way, it's my brother-in-law and I and the ladies drove along towards very close to Adelaide. Never got quite that far, but I think it's just the Great Ocean Road or something it's called. Fantastic, absolutely a brilliant place, brilliant drive. Really enjoyed it.
My lad was there for the last Ashes, Adelaide, obviously. Finished this year and all that. That's Steve Smith. He can play. That's another story.
My God almighty, can he have?
Anyway, scratch a lot as well. Anyway, can I just bring up a wee point?
On you go, mate. Floor's all yours, mate.
You were talking about earlier on about how if we sign a player and then they get sent out on loan, I think the bigger concern for me at the moment is a player that's went out on loan and has came back and he's not really shown anything as great, or he's not even been given that much a chance as Greg Docherty.
It's a funny one, mate.
It's a strange one, and it's a shame for the boy, because I can't say that when he's played I've not been. It's not as if I've went, he's not going to do it. It's been, he's not let us down in games.
He's up and at them travelling. It's his ball retention. It's his final pass, and I think that's the flaw he's got in this game.
He's not a run of games, particularly under Gerrard.
No, but when he has had his chance and he's played a couple of friendlies and he's played early on, and if you talk about the East Fife game, he just lacks. He does a lot of great stuff. He's industrious. He works hard. He's not scared to get involved, and then it's just that final pass he lacks to get his game to that next level. Fox and then Bridge.
He's a tremendous worker for the team, but as you say, he just lacks that wee bit of quality to make the step up, I think. I don't know. I've said before that with Hamilton, he played on the right side of the park. He's never had a start there, and I doubt very much he'll command a place in the middle of the park. He's not got enough of the all-round attributes that the rest of them have got. I don't know. I feel sorry for young Greg, because every time you see him in training, he's working his butt off, and he's really trying to make it. I don't know if a change of position would maybe suit the boy. Maybe trying him at full-back or something. Not in the first team, but give him a run out and the under-21s at full-back and see if he can find a position that he can hold down at the club. I'm afraid he's going to turn out a bit like Andy Halliday and maybe just be used sparingly and fitted in wherever they can, coming off the bench.
Bridge and then Gary on your Bridge.
I actually think that Andy Halliday's got a better chance of getting a game now and again with the Rangers than Greg Docherty. So, sadly for Greg Docherty. Halliday's left foot alone tells you he could fit in a couple of positions on the left. I don't think he will get very many games, but only in case of injury. Whereas Greg Docherty's got maybe, in all probability, 5, 6, 7 guys in front of him that he's got to beat all 5 of them, all 6 of them, whatever. And I don't think he's got it. I really don't. I said it the other night. I think you're going to find that when he came to us, he was a quality player. He played very, very well for Hamilton Accies, and good luck to him with Hamilton Accies. That's what I used to say. But I just didn't want him to come to Rangers. And you can see now where, I'm not saying he struggles all the time, and when he gets on, he's quite good. Sometimes he's quite good, but his consistency is not there. And that just, to me, just might be that he needs to be able to step up maybe 2 steps from where he is at the moment. Because the quality that's coming in to our team throughout that midfield is pretty formidable, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, Gary?
I'm probably going to be the only one that will defend him. I think he's just, for me, he's still young. We've got a lot of young boys out there on loan. Last season he went down south and he was live on telly and banging in goals and stuff like that. So, and then to be fair, he was played more attacking when he was down south last year. So I wouldn't cut him loose yet. I think at the end of the day we are going to be bringing more quality in the midfield, but you can only learn. And like I say, I think just to give the younger ones a bit of time. Even if you look at Man City, they've got that boy Phil Foden. They praise that guy Pep, praises him to the hill, but yet does he play him? You know what I mean? So it's just that way that you might have a boy there that just needs a run of games. But I think I heard your point the other night there that I think if he's not playing by Christmas, you'll see him out on loan for the rest of the season after Christmas. But I still think there's a player there, and like I say, he's shown it. He's shown enough. He's not had enough time in Rangers. The times he's had in Rangers has all been controversial stuff, getting in amongst whatever happened at that semi-final, and then Jerry's had a look at him and said, look, you've got to get sent out on loan and stuff like that. So he's not really had a proper Rangers career yet. I think, like I say, just to buy your time with these boys, and like the Hasty, and even folk are calling for Rossa to go and stuff like that, but that boy's got talent, I know. He just, if he stays fit, he's a player, I know. Him, McCrory, Rossa, Hasty and Dockett there in the midfield, all playing within their talents. I think it's a strong midfield, to be honest. That's just me, but...
Listen, mate, I wish the boy nothing but the best, mate. I really like the boy, and I hope it goes on. I'm only critiquing what I've seen, mate, if that makes sense.
Aye.
I think we've been joined by Albert. Evening, Albert.
Evening, Ox. How's everybody doing?
I'm all right. How's your good self, mate?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Pleased
I just phoned in to talk. I just phoned in to talk about that boy Docherty.
Aye, give your thoughts, mate.
I just think what's wrong with the boy is for Gerrard, the boy's too mentally immature. That's what's wrong with him. When he's playing at his own part and he's playing, you can see he's trying to impress Gerrard. What he should be doing is trying to help the team win the game. But he's trying to impress Gerrard, and Gerrard doesn't like it. He's just got on with the game. Fox is right. The boy's not in his position yet. Yeah, that wherever he's playing him, there's no the right position for the boy. But he's got talent. There's no doubt about it. The boy's got talent. He just needs to grow up. He's playing like a wee boy now. Just grow up. Strap a pair on. Same as Ojo, playing like a wee boy, Bigger Evo, playing like wee boys. They need to grow up. They need to grow up quick. Once these boys get a bit of maturity and know what Gerrard's looking for, he's looking for the for the, I should be in the team, give me the ball, talking back, being heard on the park, shown on the park, being a bit of a maverick on the park. That's what he's looking for. He's not looking for this sheepish eyes and looking over, am I doing all right type, looking for his approval all the time. So that's what Doherty needs to do, just grow up, just mentally mature himself.
I agree. I think he needs to be sure of his ability, because that's why he was signed in the first place. You know what I mean? And I think there's a bit of that he thinks he's, I don't know, he's a Rangers fan, so he's probably overawed and all. And I think, like I says, if he just, like you say, it's a bit of confidence in the boy. I mean, I think, and he just makes sure he knows how good he is, then it'll all come through. I don't want that we just sell him on and the next minute, 2-3 years down the line, he's playing for a Premier League team and he's running the show in a midfield. We've done that too many times and it's so annoying. And I think, like I say, we've got time with these younger boys since we have got a kind of strong midfield to see if they will progress, and if no, we'll all make our money back on them. We're not going to lose it.
Bern, this is going to sometimes you just need a bit of luck. Get the team and a 20-yarder goes in the goal and your career can take off.
Oh, that's it. A crunching tackle, a 20-yarder, a header, a fantastic pass, a wee dribble that beats 2, maybe 3 players. You go, oh, what did that? Aye, something like that just clicks, and then all of a sudden the confidence just oozes right into you. We've all been there. We all know what it's like. You know what I mean? Some games you go in and you just, nothing goes right, and all of a sudden, click, don't know what happened. Just somebody threw a switch and off you go. But the boy's got it. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's got something. Big Edmondson, I'm with you. I mean, I do like that boy. I do see something in that boy. And Doherty should be looking at that boy to see what's he doing that I'm not doing. You know what I mean? And that boy just oozes confidence. When he goes on to Ibrox Park, a few times I've seen him there, he owns the park. It's his playground. He goes on there, this is mine, it's my ball. Doherty goes on there that sheepish way and hope I have a good game. Don't hope, go and have a good game. Make sure if you're not having a good game, somebody's getting a doing. That's why I'd look at it and go, somebody's going to get trampled on if I'm not having a good game, because I'm going to be noticed in this game. I'm going to be part of this game. You don't sit there and be sheepish about it. One way or the other, you get noticed. Sometimes it's good football, sometimes it's good passing, sometimes it's just crunching.
I think, Albert, also, to be honest, if when he gets picked, and I don't doubt for a minute he'll get another chance, when he gets that chance, he's got to be able to take it and really just show everybody what he can do. Just like you're saying, show that he's a player. Let's go and do it. Because everybody's rooting for him. There's no Rangers supporter doesn't like him. It's just we want to see him doing well on the pitch. And I'm afraid up to now, I haven't seen much of that from him. And hopefully the manager does see him in training, he's doing well in training, he puts him back on the pitch and gives him a chance. Because sooner or later, the decision's got to be made. I think somebody just mentioned it a wee while ago. If he's not getting his games in the Rangers team, they're going to probably have to loan him out for 6 months at Christmas time. I don't want that. I don't want the boy to be getting loaned out. I want the boy to get his chance and show that he can do it. There's plenty of competition. Up to now, he's no matched it, and he has to do that. He has to come in and match it.
Big Ojo's the same, by the way. Big Ojo will be some player as soon as we get the bandages back on him, because he's running up and doing that wing like an invisible man. I can't see him half the games.
You're a shocker, Albert. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying, man. Get involved, man. I don't know why they're all stunning like shrinking violets. I can't go that shrinking violet nonsense. You're a Rangers player. I keep telling you that you're a Rangers player. Go on there and show and prove that you're a Rangers player. It's all there for you. You've got 50,000 fans. If anybody's going to pick on you, look at the team you've got behind you. We'll all back you up.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely, pal.
But I don't like shrinking violets. I just don't. And I don't like this carry on that we're going to try and win a league this year. We're winning the league this year. And we can't have these boys shrinking and hiding behind things. If you're not having a good game, you need to do something. You need to be, have a part in the game, even though you're not having a good game. If you're having a good game, well, get tore right in then and let's see it. Let's see what you've got. I'll never slag a boy if he's trying something, especially the forward boys. Try something.
Because it didn't come off doesn't mean you're having a bad game, you know.
That's it. But try it. Don't sit back and don't. That's how I quite like the boy Jones now, because he does try things. He tries to get by players, and I quite like that. All right, it was a stupid tackle, and he shouldn't apologise. He's went over all that. But I like Jones for the fact that give him the ball, he's going forward, he's trying something. Good. That's what he's paid today.
It's like Fox, he's took up that painting by numbers, and he's on to 4 colours now, and he's really coming on.
Can I just say that Blue Horizon on the lobby saying that, by the sound of it, he's saying that Ojo is actually a right winger, and he would like to see Ojo getting played on the right wing and see how he comes on for there. So Blue Horizon might be right. I don't know if we play him on the right, do we? Because it's not only our field that gets stuck. Okay. He
has played in the right a couple of times, and that's where we've seen. It's been mentioned on the show about the one-trick pony. His main skill is coming in for the right with his left foot and curling the ball away for the goalie. He is good at it.
Yeah.
He is good at it. You know.
He's got that. Sorry, mate. Carry on.
On you go, mate. On you go.
He's got that shot. I mean, Stardog keeps going on about that. No, I mean, he has got that, but he needs to have more. I mean, that's just not going to work, son. They're going to, in fact, they're already started to work you out. They've worked them out already. What are you going to ask me?
What's your overall, Kent, Hollander, and all the business we've done during the summer? What's your overall thoughts?
Oh, the business has been good. No, I mean, it's okay, right? You'll not get. It was probably Christmas time, New Year, before you could really assess all these boys. But, on paper, definitely excellent. There's no doubt about that, by the way. We're definitely up. I think we've got 1 or 2 grades, not just one, you know what I mean? But I'm happy with that. But I'm not happy the way the team's playing, but I've told you at the beginning, winning football is everything to me. But winning football covers over a multitude of cracks. I don't think we've kicked a ball this season. We've won games, and I'm happy with that. And I've told you, I don't care how they play as long as they win, up until the Celtic game. Then that shows you, oops, you're not playing well. Then you're wide open for criticism. You know what I mean? And we haven't played well in any of these games all season. A couple of halves here and there, we've played all right. But apart from that, no. And by the way, see, they're talking about the defence is brilliant. There's only one game this season in the league that we've no lost a goal. And I'm saying, where we're getting this defence is brilliant. It's not brilliant at all.
On you come, Gary.
No, you're right. I think obviously Europe took care of itself. I thought they had performed there, but in the league, Kilmarnock could have been a draw. The Hibs game, we annihilated them. But again, that was them getting a man sent off. I understand we were the better team that day, but still, that helped us get the score we did. So I think you were saying at the start as well, Jared's got all the tools now, so there's no excuses. The thing is, what I've noticed in the past with other teams that have won leagues is we've got that one guy, that one match winner, and I was waiting, although we'd made all these signs up until Ken, I was praying that we'd go because I hadn't seen any, a guy that, like a Ronald de Boer or anything like that, that would change a game. And I'm not saying Kent is a Ronald de Boer, but Kent has got that ability that we've seen in this, at Parkhead when we were doing it 10 men, that he could actually grab the ball, run up the park, take 2 men on, and get a shot away and get an equaliser, and that's what we need. We need somebody with a bit of power, a bit of release to go and take it to them, because we don't do it. You watch Steven Gerrard play in the past, and he grabbed the ball with the scuff of the neck, went up, hit a shot for miles out, and I mean, none of the players seem to do that. I don't understand why that's not getting practice in our training as well. I think that would come on more with practice or whatever, but we all seem to hang out outside the box, down the left, down the right, just charge forward, take on the defenders, because half the defenders in our league are crap, and just need to get in about them, you know.
Travel Rock.
Sorry, I missed that last bit there.
Just overall with the signings, mate, your thoughts?
I know. I would have taken where we are just now. No doubt. One defeat, fair enough, it's against them. Sitting in Europe. Some good signings, some positive signings, some potential in the squad. Definitely. At the beginning of June, when the players were all starting to come back, I would definitely take where we are just now. I would like to see him use a wee bit more of the squad over the next few weeks, and I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. I think players like I just need to watch what the manager's doing with some players. I'm just fearful he maybe gets a wee bit loyal to too many players. Scott Arfield, for example, maybe could have been dropped before now. He's looked tired.
Do you think he looked tired? I think he's looked leggy, but Fox is different. I can't believe this. This is 4 years and me agreed on something. And you come, Fox.
What, on Scott Arfield?
Aye, there's Travel Rock, who's a football expert, said that Scott Arfield looks tired.
I don't know. I don't see this. Everybody else, I must be gone blind right enough in my old age, but Steven Gerrard wouldn't be playing him if he wasn't fit. And I think he starts games well. I think he puts that much into games. He does look tired about the 75-minute mark because he's all over the place, Scotfield. He's up and down the park and he just looks a bit tired. But, I mean, going and playing for Canada, it's the travelling and all that it does you in, I suppose. But, I mean, he wasn't away there.
Tired. He's not physically tired, Fox. He's mentally tired. You can see it. You know when
how do you see when somebody's mentally tired?
It's dead easy with Arfield. With Arfield, watch his first touch. His mind's ahead of the ball. When the ball comes to Arfield, and that's why his first touch is so crap at the moment. It's not normally crap, but it is this season. And that's his head. His head's ahead of the ball. He's thinking he's got the ball under control and he's thinking about the next pass. He's not got the ball. That's mentally tired. He just needs a break to football.
Has he been missing Kent as well?
Aye, definitely. Mm-hmm. It has been. Aye.
With these 2 weeks break, I'm lovely. Scott Arfield might not even start on Saturday, and then that's him fresh for the Feyenoord game. Is that the sense there?
I think so, mate. I think that would make perfect sense, mate. Perfect sense. Give the boy a fighting chance because he is a player. I like the boy. I really do like the boy. I think he brings a lot to our team. But you can't expect the guy to carry right through that summer there playing football and then coming into a week's break and then into pre-season and then back into the league and then the European run. No, it's no fair on the guy. It's just no.
So can I just, before we go on, Fox, just one thing about Scott Arfield I want to see against them. Scott Arfield always played well against them last year. There was a game where he just totally schooled Scott Brown, and then the last game where he was involved in the goal, probably the best goal of the season, I thought. But last week he was anonymous in that game, and that just doesn't like him against them. It's as if he can get himself fired up and go to another level when he's playing against them, and that was something that was really making me he was becoming a bit of a favourite of mine just because he could step his game up against him. But last week, and I know he was amongst probably 8 others that weren't on the ball, but him in particular, he looked out of sorts last week, and I just want, whether it is just a wee extra week off or he just looks as if he's not as dynamic as what he was last season.
And you come, Fox, I'm no John Berko, you always get the right to reply.
No, I'm just saying, did Katic no have the same sort of schedule? He was playing for the under-21s all summer.
And it finished a bit earlier, didn't it?
But he came back and was straight into it, you know. I don't know.
But he had a season off, Fox. He had a full season practically sitting on the bench. No, I mean, Andy's 22. I mean, what's Arfield? He's 30.
I mean,
and he had a full season. He must have played about 60 games last year.
But he wasn't the only one that looked tired in the Celtic game because we never played well. I think half of our team didn't look as though they'd turned up. He was just one of them. I just don't see him being mentally tired. I think he's maybe just having a wee drop of form, and that's about all. You know. But that's just me.
I don't think it was just the Celtic game, folks. I don't think he's played that well all season. His first touch has been hopeless this season. Absolutely hopeless in a lot of games. And as I said before, winning football covers up a multitude of cracks in your team. And I love winning football because that's what we're here to do, is win football games. I don't care how they do it. But you can't deny the facts. The boys have not been playing well. They haven't been playing. And that's good. That's brilliant, by the way, because if they're not playing well, second in the league, in Europe, only can go up the way. We only can get better.
Fair enough.
I think we've got to start a bit smarter than we have, surely. Against Ibrox, we didn't start the greatest. But we're still quite eachy-peachy, I reckon, 50-50 game until such times as they scored. And that was through a big mistake by us that they got the breakaway to score. Excuse me. And I thought we did quite well against them. But the last 10 minutes we were all over the place. Just all over the place. We were pressing up, and then they got what I would call a smashing breakaway, and we didn't know what to do. We couldn't catch them. You can't beat that. And they had a bit of luck. The goalkeeper made 2 good saves on it, and they still managed to put the ball in the net. So I don't think I'm not saying we weren't. I don't think, based on what you hear or see on the telly and the radio or anything like that, I don't think we were as bad as they've made us out to be, and I don't think they were as good as they were made out to be. No way. I think their centre half had a very good game against us, but then it was 6'7" against 5'8" or 5'9" or something like that. Defoe. Well, who's going to win the high balls there? Most assuredly no Defoe, that's for sure. But that's
any high balls, but that's the point.
Of course, that's what I'm trying to say. But there was plenty of them. We just sort of, somehow or other, we just didn't do it right at all. Instead of getting the ball up to Aribo, if we're trying to get Aribo into the game, we're pushing the ball through the middle. We're trying to up the air. Nah, not happening.
There was a combination, all better. A combination of rank personnel, rank tactics, and we couldn't pass water.
And let's be honest, you're going to have games like that. I mean, we've all played in games like that it just doesn't work.
I never.
You're just brilliant all the time, mate.
In my dreams.
But so, I'm not writing them off because of the Celtic game. You're right, the tactics were wrong. The players weren't up for it. I wouldn't say the players weren't up for it. I was just saying they're having a bad day. They go to the break. They figured out how to stop his pressing right away by kicking the ball up into the corner. I mean, that's what that wee trumpet's got. I know how to beat the Celtic Rangers after 5 minutes and all that crap. You're sitting going like that, you're just a bam pot, son. But that stopped the press. We like to go in the front foot. So if they knock the ball back, we're right in their half and we're pressing them right away. The last 2 games we played them and won, that's what we did. So he had to counteract that. So what does he do? He plays a rugby tactic and kicks the ball into the corner to get them into our half. Gets all our players turning the wrong way. That's all that was. You know what I mean? But the worrying thing for me is we couldn't counteract it and get ourselves back in the game.
The good thing about what's come out of that is they've let him go and talk like that. Our manager's kept his counsel. That's going to come back and bite him in the arse. I think we can all see that he's just got his wee bit in the sunshine there just now. But I think come the end of the season, he's going to be the one that's going to regret coming out and talking the way he's done. And everybody coming talking up Scott Brown and I mean we've seen him last season. He was showing his true colours. Now they're all starting to talk about some sort of superstar again. Come the end of the season, I think that's going to turn again, and people will realise that this game wasn't a real reflection on either team.
Hope so. I agree.
I think if you take our mistakes and put the negative on our mistakes and they explode them by something like 50%, maybe even 75%, and it makes them out to be absolute superstars. And that Bonga Longa was absolutely dreadful against us in the first half, dreadful, and he was virtually man of the match. And I don't know if you read what the papers have said or what the pundits have said. Just disgraceful.
What we need to do, Bridge, what we need to do is just get back into our cave and lick our wounds and wait and sit and wait. That's all we need to do, mate.
As yourself, Oxtear's always saying it, and everybody agrees. The only way to beat this is put the ball in the net. Put the ball in the net and beat them. Take the points. Points make prizes.
They keep winning.
Absolutely, keep winning. But we do have to start scoring a lot of goals again. So that's for sure. Get the confidence up and the momentum.
Bridge, we've not been scoring a lot of goals this season. We scored 6 against Hibs because they had 10 men.
Yeah, but we were doing quite well last season in scoring goals. We need to get back to that. We need to start scoring goals again. That's what I'm meaning.
Aye, you're right, mate. You're definitely right.
And we're going to start this weekend.
A barrel.
We're going to mollocate them.
3 upwards for me. Travel rug.
Sorry, go on, Ox.
3 for me at least.
3. Aye. I'll go with that.
Anyway, we can't let the night go by without wishing John Gregg a happy 77th birthday today.
Yes.
Just quickly, obviously, myself and Travel Rug are far too young to remember John Gregg, and Gary. But so we'll go to we'll do it in age. So obviously, Bridgeman. Come on, Bridge. Fox.
I'm here, bud. I'm here. What can I say? All right. What can I say? To all the Rangers fans all over the world?
No, John Gregg.
Oh, John Gregg. Sorry. Happy birthday to John Gregg. Happy 77th.
Thoughts quickly.
Well, for John Gregg, I remember him playing for us. I was very happy, and I still love the guy. Right now, love him.
Right. Fox.
Inspirational leader.
Yeah.
Great team captain. 3-time treble winner. Also managed Rangers. Mr. Rangers, as he was voted by the fans. Been missing for the last few games at Ibrox. Hope he's keeping well, and hope to see him back sitting in his seat soon.
Yeah.
Young old bear.
Oh, Captain Courageous. What a player, man. I'd love to see him in that team. I'd actually love to give him Scott Brown as a birthday present so he could keep him up and volley him out of his garden fence.
Shocker.
Aye, happy birthday to the greatest ever Ranger.
The greatest ever Ranger. What can I say? And I agree 100% with everybody's thoughts on John Gregg. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one of us, please keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers really need us. Keep it going.
Can I thank everybody who's took the time to call us this evening, well, apart from the first caller, Lairdy, Gary, Albert, Travel Rug, always a pleasure. Bridgeman and Fox for taking the time to be in the panel. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 9 and 11 talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, Fox.
There's a pub in Green Street where all good proddies you will meet. So come down here and together we'll have a jar. A welcome there you will receive, so good that you won't want to leave. A fine wee pub is Saltcoats Mermaid Bar. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls. just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. We all support the Queen and Crown. The prices here are the best in town, and the bar staff, they are one terrific crew. Everyone laughing, full of cheer. It's one tremendous atmosphere, singing to support the red, white and blue. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. It's nice to come to the Mermaid Bar when Rangers are playing at Tybrook's Park. You'll forget your worries and all your cares, singing songs against the Thames before you watch the Rangers win, for everyone here supports the Teddy Bears. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. If you are up from Belfast town, Tyrone, Fermanagh or County Down, Armagh, Antrim or London, Derry shores, the Mermaid is the place for you, so come and have a drink or two. Next time in Saltcoats you'll want to come back for more. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. You'll hear the sash and Derry's walls, just like in your own wee orange halls. The banter here you will enjoy as long as you're a proddy boy. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all. A good time in the Mermaid is had by one and all.